general, we have excellent speakers. Just to let you know, we have with us Dr. Kandil Abbas. He will be speaking on the situation in the Middle East, how Pakistan signed a security agreement in Saudi Arabia, and what kind of role Pakistan has in Middle East. We have Dr. Bilal Zubair from CISS. He will be speaking on China. We have Air Marshal Saeed Khan, Mr. Shahryar Khan, who will be speaking on countering violent extremism, and few other speakers. Now I would request Air Marshal Saeed Khan sir. Air Marshal Saeed Khan sahab, he has been our former ambassador to Syria, and obviously he has been into the Air Force. Today's topic is very interesting, that Pakistan's strategic relevance in the emerging global order. So Air Marshal Saeed Khan sir.
I would like to be an optimist speaker today, talking good things about Pakistan. First of all, once we talk of the world order, we must understand that what is the world order that we are talking of. Actually, the world order is the operating system of the world. It refers to a set of rules, regulations, institutions, power dynamics and relationships through which countries govern politics and economics. It is not a unitary system, but it is a framework that decides that how countries interact with each other, resolve disputes, and solve issues like trade, economics, security, and climate change. So when we talk of Pakistan's relevance in it, then we have to see that how much change can we bring into this global framework which is going on. We are at this very moment living in the third phase of the global order. The global order in which we are living these days was first formed in 1945, which continued till 1991, and that was a bipolar global world order. After the demise of the USSR in 1991, we came into a unitary global world order in which the US was the main and the only player, and they were the ones who decided that how the world worked. It continued till we had the 9/11, and then that was the time. After 2011, we have come into a multipolar global world order. Now, in a multipolar world order, we have a very strong economic, alongside USA, we have a very strong emerging China. We have a resurgent Russia. We have an economically very sound European Union. And definitely, because of the size of its economy, our arch rival, India, also plays a dominant role in this new world order. Till 5th May 2025, India was considered to be the balancer of global world order in this region. And they were considered as the defense stabilizers. And that is why all the Europeans and the Western powers were backing them through and through to ensure that their interests remain, keep improving in this region. But after 10th May 2025, the world realized that India is no more that capable that it can influence the countries in the world. If you look today, India is surrounded by all its enemies. It does not have a good friend over there. My very dear friend, is there. But today you look at Bangladesh, you look at Sri Lanka, you look at Bhutan, you look at China, and you look at Pakistan. None of these countries claims to be a friend of India. And that is the thing I think we should be taking strength from and building ourselves from there. It is a common human trait that we always want to align ourselves with the strong. America rules the world not because it is economically strong. It rules the world because it is militarily strong. And it can influence its own policies if they are obeyed well and good diplomatically, well and good, but if not, then they can force their decisions onto weaker countries. And that is where I think Pakistan played a very intelligent role. And I would say that what we performed in 2025 was not an effort on that day or of those 4 days. It was an effort that came to fruition after nearly 15 to 20 years of hard work. And why I say this thing? Because most of the things that we did in those 4 days were indigenous. We did not win a war because of the technological excellence given to us by any foreign power. We won that war because we developed certain things indigenously, and we were able to turn the tables on our arch rival. This shows that Pakistanis have the capacity and the capability to do anything till the time they put their mind and heart to it. Since 1998, since we became nuclear power, there has been a nuclear parity in this region. And that nuclear parity is because that of all the nuclear powers in this world, India and Pakistan are the only 2 countries which have contiguous borders. So therefore, there can never be a conventional war between Pakistan and India under a nuclear overhang. Now I'm saying this thing with a lot of with lot of history behind. Since 1998, we have had 6 to 7 times when our forces have come eye to eye against each other. 1999, 2000, 2001, 2006, 2008, 2016, 2019, and finally 2025. It means that every 3 to 4 years we are almost at each other's throats. So now Pakistan realized at that time that we really need to do something where we can be, we are not dependent on somebody else for our strength. And I think the service to which I belong, I would give all the credit to them. So over here today, that, what happened on the night of 6th and 7th, the world woke up to a new reality. On the 5th, till the 5th of May 2025, the longest aerial shot that was ever taken in human history was 100 kilometers by an American MRAM. On the morning of 7th, the Pakistan Air Force changed that theory or that claim, and overnight, the maximum range of the aerial shot by a Chinese missile was 200 kilometers. So today, Pakistan Air Force and Pakistan holds the record for the best and the longest aerial shot in the world in aviation history. Now, this thing did not happen overnight. It was not the capability of the missile. This is the max capability. If we study the capabilities of the missile, 180 to 200 kilometers is the best capability of that missile, which meant that the missile was fired without an aerial or without a lock by the aircraft which fired the missile, which means that there were other forces which were helping that missile reach its target. And for that, you needed a data link, because most of the countries, they get handicapped because they operate systems which are very different. Like for us, we operate American system, we operate Chinese system, we operate French system, we operate Swedish system, we operate Italian system, we operate Ukrainian system. And if we have to put them together as a viable force or a viable threat, then we need that all these systems need to be talking to each other, so that the commander, when he sits in his command center and gives an order, that order is implemented immediately in the best possible way. So you need a data link, and that data link was probably the strength which ensured that our cyber capability, our space capability, our aerial capability, and our land capability and our sea capability were integrated together to create that impact in those 4-5 hours on the morning of 7th that we created over India. And now so my contention will be that if we have to remain relevant now, that the respect that we have gained after May 2025 as Pakistanis, we must continue to work in the same direction. We must maintain ourselves militarily strong, we must maintain the nuclear parity, and we must continue to remain the diplomatic country that we have shown ourselves to be. Today we are probably one of the few countries in the world which has good relations with nearly all the important players in the global order today. Like we have very good relations, Tarit Saab, with USA, we have excellent relations with China, we have excellent relations with EU, and we have the best of the relations with the Gulf countries which have traditionally been our strength for economic thing. So I will close my discussion and my talk about Pakistan by saying that Pakistan now needs to look inside and improve itself. We must continue on the same path which we have been doing it for the last 15-20 years, that is that we are relying on our own human resource for the excellence that we have in the defense field. Number two, we must solve our internal issues like economy and political order. We need to be internally strong to be externally strong. So, Qamar Sahab, I will end my discussion by saying that today Pakistan stands at a crossroads of history, its own as well as of the world. We have shown ourselves that we are, there can be no security paradigm in this region. And when we say in this region, we mean South Asia, Central Asia, and the larger Asia that we have in terms of Iran and others. There can be no defense paradigm which can take place without the presence of Pakistan into it. Because we have shown that the biggest bully in this region, we have been able to counter it. So we are the balancers. Nobody else is the defense balancer in the region. So we should continue to do that. And I would say that, it is now time for us all to look inside and improve ourselves economically so that we stand on our own 2 feet and we are not looking at others for whatever we want to do with our country. Thank you.